My life on the X list.
I know, me too. You look very nice. Are you doing a speech today?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Wow. You're here.
I know.
It really is.
Say hi, Junior. Don't be angry. Smile. You got Western Dental.
You say when people say, I keep hearing this over and over, well, I don't mind, but it's about the children. What is sort of that blanket, it's about the children? I don't know whose children they're talking about, but...
And these guys were married way better than a lot of straight marriages I've ever seen, including mine. I mean, I'm
Do
so
you have
proud
any
of them.
friends that have ever said anything to you about their lifestyle or anything like that?
One of this idiot girl at work named Gail.
What do we want?
Equality!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Equality!
When do we want it?
Now!
One struggle!
One fight!
One struggle!
One fight!
One struggle!
One fight!
Afternoon, thanks for being here. We are about to start marching from here at the park, the last leg of our this is the 6th day of our 5-day march to Sacramento. It makes no sense. We're about to start marching all the way up to the state capitol. When we get there, we're gonna have Rich in here leading in some chants. That's right. We're gonna be chanting along the way, and then we got a program up here at the steps. So are we ready to go?
In the fight, LGBTQI. The queer focus 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 in the fight, LGBTQI. Queer focus in the fight, LGBT. One fight! One fight! One fight! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! What do we want? Equality! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Equality! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Equality! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Equality! What do we want? Now!
See, I moved here about 3 years ago because as a gay man, I believed that California was a place where I could be equal and I could be free. Prop 8 passing last November took that back away from me, and it was attacking what my dream about my life in California would be like. We've had an amazing week of about 30 people getting on the roads, walking through some cities, walking through some towns, spending some time walking through trails and hills and hiking. I'm all over connecting with communities, talking to people that we meet, sharing our stories with them about how Prop 8, how discrimination has affected us. And also hearing from them what are the struggles in your lives, in your communities. Because we believe that when we stand together, we have incredible power. And when we don't stand together, we fragment that power. And that's what One Struggle, One Fight is all about.
So I guess I'd like to start by saying we're both 16, and we actually live in Santa Cruz. I'm Maya, and this is Joya. We did this march to march in solidarity with all the youth who are closeted and could not be on this march, and also to represent the fact that youth are involved in this movement, even if we can't get married right now, even if we're not old enough to get married, we still want to have the hope and dreams, and want to feel proud of the fact that we are lesbian or gay or bisexual, transgender, intersex, or allies of queer people. We want to be proud of that, and we know that other youth are.
And we also want to say that
Even though we're not old enough to vote, that does not mean that Proposition 8 does not affect us. It does not affect our families. Back and say, adults will fix this for us. By the time I'm old enough to get married, someone will have fixed this for me. I don't think that's the truth. I think that if I want to have rights, and I want to be here and part of this movement, and I want to see our world become a better place, and America become an equal place for gays, lesbians, bisexuals, transgendered, intersex, and anybody in between, we need to be here, we need to fight for it.
The same fight I have in LA is the same fight I have up here. And I chant. I work with another organization called the Bus Riders Union. And we march down the streets of LA. And I chant not for the attention, but I chant because I've been silenced for way too long. And I tell those who silence me, enough. It's time to let our voice be amplified and let them be heard. It's time for our streets to know that we are queer and we are here and we're not going anywhere until we get marriage equality.
I think that I was more disappointed in the result than my gay and lesbian friends. They recognize how much progress has been made in the last few years. Despite the sting of defeat, I know that the fight for equal rights is not over. We will continue to share our stories, and one day soon, we will all be able to walk the streets together with our families, and everyone will just see us as normal. Thank you, and God bless.
Here. We are here not only to save our state from making a pitiful and pathetic mistake by agreeing to have discrimination written into its state's constitution. We're here because, as Californians, just as all of our brothers and sisters have done, step by step, foot by foot, mile by mile, we remain the trailblazers for what can be the truest aspiration and dream of the American dream. Are you with me? I want to make sure that on the day of decision, you all are aware that the Saturday after the day of decision, whatever that is, many of us will be joining our other brothers and sisters in Fresno.
Yeah!
Fresno is clearly one of our heartland communities of this wonderful state. We must be there. We are again going to be there because we are carrying out the spirit of, again, what Harvey Milk said. It is not just about what is happening in the Castro or West Hollywood or some other places. It's about what's happening in Altoona, Pennsylvania, Cleveland, Ohio, and certainly in Fresno, California. That is where we need to be. You are within the sound of my voice. Get your walking shoes on. Get your boots on. I don't want to hear it. These folks, if they can walk 5 days from San Francisco to Sacramento, surely you can get your behind on a bus and come and join us. So be there. Look out for that.
I want to say that when the laws start controlling you without protecting you, that it is time to disobey those laws. That's right. And there's nothing else we can do about that. When simply being yourself becomes an act of civil disobedience, it is time to take it to the streets.
I have a speech written because normally I just curse and swear, so I had to write things down to try not to swear for 3 minutes. All right, I'm a comedian, I like to ask questions, so I've got a few for those who supported Proposition 8. So of course that means if you supported it, you're against gay marriage. And my question is a very profound one. What the fuck is it to you?